Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm here at Apex 2015 and I'm joined by Brian D'Amico from Mirtec. Brian, always good to see you.
Pleasure.
What I always like to do when I see you is just to get an idea of what's going on in this region, what's going on in the US at the moment, and what are people demanding from you, not just in terms of where the volumes are going, but what are they asking for in terms of technology at the moment?
Well, of course, we manufacture automated optical inspection machines and also solder-paste inspection machines. We also have machines that are suitable for inspecting LEDs, for the LED manufacturing process, and also semiconductor. But let's just concentrate on SMT, as far as SMT, AOI, and SPI goes. Bottom line is a lot of people are looking for 3D technology currently. And the whole thing is 3D technology really does take care of some of the issues you have with 2D inspection. It's a little more expensive, perhaps a little bit more slow than 2D, but the possibility for escapes is really taken care of by that 3D engine. So 3D is really driving a lot of interest, in the industry right now.
Yeah, and do you think that additional demand, the demand to have the 3D is because of miniaturization, it's because of heterogeneous? What is making them need that greater detail?
Definitely miniaturization. When it comes down to it, if you're looking with 2D and you're looking at some larger parts, it's pretty easy to tell if there's some lift to it just based on the way the solder joint appears. You can do a really good job with 2D. We're experts when it comes to 2D. We've done it for 14, 15 years now. But when you're looking at very small devices like 0105s, 0201s, or even our machines are capable of doing 03015 components. When you're looking at those components and you're trying to see if perhaps they've been placed improperly or haven't reflowed properly, a slight lift of those devices is extremely difficult to pick up with 2D. You really require 3D for that. So that's where, quite frankly, most people are looking to get the biggest bang for the buck. And once you have the board in the machine, to be able to verify any possible defect without any escapes. That's what 3D buys you. So miniaturization, you hit it right on the head with that.
And it's strange we talk about miniaturization. Every year we talk about miniaturization and you think, oh, that's the trend of the moment. It's just it's the trend of forever, isn't it?
I think it's going to be the trend of forever going.
No. And wearables and all these things are driving that.
Yeah, we had a conversation. I remember Kim and I had a conversation. He was like, well, phones are actually getting bigger. Well, the phones might be getting bigger, but the guts in the phones, everything is so miniaturized. It's so miniaturized. It's really critical now. And that is also transferring over into all other products as well. Smaller is definitely better. Smaller, cheaper, faster. That's the mantra. It's always better. I don't think that's going to change anytime in the future.
So new innovations that you've got here in that sector. What are the headline machines that you brought to the show that people are excited about? Okay,
the most exciting thing that we have at the show, we actually introduced what's called QHD technology. So we now have the MV9 QHD and the MV7 Omni QHD.
Love those.
These are it's pretty cool. These are my 3D inspection machines. Now QHD is a coined marketing term that we came up with, right? It stands for quantum high definition. Basically, in using 3D with the Moiré technology that we have, we are using an LCOS sensor, which is liquid crystalline silicon, to create the line pattern that we project down onto the region of interest. We take 32 images with shifting line patterns in order to create the 3D profile for the region of interest. So with the LCOS technology that we previously had and the other LCOS technology that any other competitor would have, they're using what's called SXGA, which is Super Extended Graphics Array. The resolution on that is basically 1028 by 1024. If you do the math, that's 1.3 million pixels that we would use for inspecting and creating the 3D profile. What we introduced at the show, and it's exclusive to Mirtec because we worked with our vendor, our LCOS vendor, to design this LCOS sensor. It is now a quantum extended graphics array. Quantum extended graphics array is 2048 by 1536.
Wow.
The math on that is 3.1 million pixels. So realistically, we have 140% more pixels that we're looking at for 3D inspection. Now that combined with our 15 megapixel co-express technology, our camera, or our 25 megapixel co-express technology, that means, and I could say this, and I love saying this, we absolutely have the most accurate system on the planet. Our gauge RNR is superior to any of our competitors. And that's something no one else will have because it's exclusive to Mirtec. And
that's something you've always done. You've always kind of driven that leadership in terms of that. It's kind of been a Mirtec mantra forever, hasn't it? Just to try and even get ahead before people have caught up rather than
our goal, and the entire mantra of the company, our entire goal is always to have the most technologically advanced products in the world. And quite frankly, And every year, we do keep raising that bar.
Yeah.
And I know we're doing the right thing, because then you see our competitors try to keep up with that. And they do a good job of it. But the nice part is we're always on the head of that
You're always
curve.
ready to raise the bar further.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
We can't see that changing anytime soon.
No.
All profit that we make from Mirtec goes back into R&D. We have like 75 engineers in R&D, and that's typically the size or bigger than the size of most of our competitors' entire employee
business.
Yeah.
So, last question I wanted to ask you is, within the Americas, what are you seeing in terms of regional changes? We're hearing lots of good things about Mexico. They seem to be enjoying a dividend of this kind of regionalization or reshoring, whatever you call it. Hearing good stuff about Canada as well at the moment, maybe because of exchange rates. In terms of your sales, in terms of your inquiries, what regions are exciting you at the moment?
Mexico, quite frankly, is doing very well for us.
Yeah.
Of course, we know there is onshoring going. As far as China goes, it used to be a little bit better off to manufacture in China. The labor rate was a little bit cheaper, but quite frankly, it's now become a decision where, all right, it doesn't make sense to send things out towards China anymore when you can actually get it done faster, from Mexico as far as shipping product back and forth, and the labor rates are becoming almost comparable between them, right? So really, that's what's driving onshoring, I believe. It's funny that you said that about Canada, because quite frankly, we have 5 Canadian customers come by our show today. My particular booth looking at both SPI and AOI. So it's kind of strange. And what I'm actually seeing as well about this show, which I don't normally see with this show, is normally it's more of a regional show. But what I'm seeing is that more people are coming into this show from different regions around the U.S., Canada, Mexico. I'm seeing that more than I have probably in the last 2 or 3 years.
I think we always see more Mexicans up here than San Diego. They don't seem to dig the whole Vegas thing.
Well,
So it's there's a geography thing. I don't know if it's direct flights or what it is, but.
I like Vegas.
Something. Well, we're back in Vegas.
We get to do
year,
both. It's
so
a good thing.
It's not going to be too long. Brian, thanks for stopping by. It sounds like it's a busy time back at the booth, so I'll let you get back there. Talk again soon.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.